Right, we're hearing about how Krishna is our father and we are all his children, his family. So, here is a statement by Prahlad Maharaj, which also says the same thing. In the 7th canto, Prahlad is explaining to his classmates about Krishna consciousness. Even though Prahlad was going to the demon school during the lunchtime, Prahlad would gather his friends and he would preach. So this is one of the things he said to his classmates. Please repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nahi achutang prinayato bhavayasho suratmaja atmavad sarvabhutanang siddhatvad iha sarvata. Prahlad Maharaj instructed his classmates, my dear sons of demons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan, everybody say, is the original Supersoul, the Father of all living entities. Consequently, there are no impediments to pleasing Narayan, everybody, or worshiping under any conditions, whether one be a child or an old man, because the relationship between the living entities and God is always a fact, and therefore there is no difficulty in pleasing the Lord. This is not difficult to understand. Here is your daughter, Simran, right? You don't want anything from her except love. Am I correct? That's all you want, love. Krishna is the same exact way. All he wants from you is love. That is the essence of bhakti. That is the essence of spiritual life. As Prahlad is saying, you can be a child, an old man. The relationship between you and Krishna is always a fact. Always. Even you forget him, he doesn't forget you. Just like, I'll keep using you as an example. Simran one day is going to go away to college. Right? Maybe she'll go hundreds and hundreds of miles away. Will you stop thinking of her? No. Even she go, like your daughter went to school in India, right? Did you all of a sudden stop thinking? Right? No. In fact, you thought of her more. So we may go anywhere in this world and we may forget Krishna, but Krishna never forgets you. Why? He's right there in your heart. He never forgets you. If Krishna forgot you for a second, you would cease to be. We forget Krishna, but Krishna never forgets you. That's why we love Krishna. Let's see some more. Now, this next excerpt is a powerful prayer from Lord Brahma. One time, Lord Brahma tried to play a trick on Krishna by stealing the cows and cowherd boys. So what did Brahma do? He duplicated. Last night I discussed this. They said Krishna cloned himself. Clone, you've heard of that phrase, clone? That's exactly what Krishna did. Krishna cloned himself and duplicated each calf and cowherd boy to the minutest detail, because Brahma stole the cows and boys for 1 year. For 1 year, Krishna was manifesting as all the cowherd boys and calves, and the parents and cows didn't know what was going on, except for one thing. These children and these calves, they had more affection for. And we will discuss that point later. They had more affection for these imitation children than they actually had for their own. To be discussed. So after Brahma tried to play his trick on Krishna, and Brahma realized, because what Brahma did is he stole the calves and boys and put them in a cave, and then he went back to the scene of the crime, and he saw the cows and boys. What? I thought I took them away. So Brahma became bewildered. And then those calves and boys turned into Vishnu. And Brahma was like a little insect, because there were these gigantic Vishnu, all the cowherd boys and calves turned into big Vishnu forms, and Brahma realized, oh my God, what did I do? So Brahma offered prayers. And this is one of his prayers, and this one is one of my favorite. Tate nukampang susamikshamano bunjana evatma kritang vipakam hridvagvapurbir vididan namaste jiveta yo mukti pade sadaya bhak. Mukti pade sadaya bhak. Here's the translation. Please repeat, if you will. Lord Brahma prayed to Krishna, my dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of one's past misdeeds, and offering you respectful obeisances with one's heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become one's rightful claim. So, first of all, mukti pade. What kind of liberation? Mukti pade, meaning shelter at Krishna's lotus feet. That kind of liberation. Muktipad. Liberation at, or those of you who said Ram, you can be situated at Ram's lotus feet, depending on where you want to take shelter. Then this word, dayabak. Another way of saying dayabak, inheritance. Say you come from a nice, wealthy family. The grandfathers, they leave some inheritance. Shekhar has some experience of this, I think. He told me a very interesting, could even be a movie, right? Your story, having to do exactly, am I right? I remember that's many years you told me. So you get some inheritance When the grandparents die, it's in the will. You are to get this amount. Sometimes now, here in America, they leave the inheritance to the dog. Just to spite. Right? So, it's a legal thing, inheritance. So, being that we are Krishna's children, we have an inheritance. That inheritance is to reach Krishna's abode. But what do you have to do to claim it? So Brahma gave you how to do it. You have to be patient. You have to tolerate the reactions of your past misdeeds. And continue to offer obeisances with your heart, with your words, with your body. That is how you claim your inheritance. You have to become a devotee. Because that's what a devotee does. A devotee accepts whatever the reactions are of my past life and continues to worship Krishna, pray to Krishna from the heart, uses his words to describe Krishna, and uses the body to serve Krishna. If you do that, Daya Bhak, you will inherit Krishna's abode. You may get some inheritance here on earth, but at the end of life, you have to leave it. Say, for instance, you are in the will of that guy Bezos, right? He's in charge of Amazon. He's now one of the richest guys, right? But even if he leaves you a couple of billion, at the time of death, Yamaraj says, come on. But. Or, who is that? Bill Gates or any, right? You have in India, who's that guy? Right? Birla, used to be Birla, right? So let's say you get the Birla inheritance. Oh, fine. But at the time of death, Yamaraj says, okay, let's go. Come. No, I want it. No can do. So, Krishna's inheritance, that's different because that's eternal. That's what we want, Krishna's inheritance. So, you tolerate what reactions you're going to get, and you offer Krishna your heart, your words, and your body. Everybody chant the Maha Mantra. All right, Piyush.